ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, metal legend, Thor! Welcome, my friend.
Thunderous greetings across the miles to you guys. Behold the hammer!
I love it, man. Love it. An honor to have you, brother.
Oh, truly.
I'm very happy to be on your show. We got a big heat wave here in British Columbia, and even a lot of the restaurants are closed. It's so hot. But I remember being in the South when I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Columbia, South Carolina. This was an everyday occurrence. They just can't handle it here in the Pacific Northwest, you know.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, man.
We're down here near.
Well, you're in Georgia. It must be hot there, man.
Oh, yeah. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're down near Atlanta. They call it Hotlanta.
Yep.
That's right. I thought it's because all the girls are hot down there.
Hey,
that's part of it, too.
Exactly. I hear you, man. Well, dude, tell us, man, about your influences, man, going back, you know.
Oh, my influences, I go way back, right? I'm not young like you guys. You guys are just, when were you guys born, in the 80s or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was born in the 50s, right? So my influences are Elvis Presley, you know, and then the Beatles, of course, the Doors. Mm-hmm. Those are who influenced me musically. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, Led Zeppelin.
Awesome.
Gotcha, brother. What's your favorite Zeppelin song, if you had to choose?
Well, I like Heartbreaker and Rock and Roll.
I got
two of my favorites.
Cool, man. Cool. You like Black Sabbath?
I love Black Sabbath. Are you kidding? Ozzy is a personal friend of mine.
Really?
Actually.
Oh, wow.
And I've always loved Black Sabbath.
Nice. Heck
Paranoid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Well, that's cool that you know Ozzy. I mean, how did you run into him?
Yeah.
It actually was because of Mark Weiss. Mark Weiss, who is right now, he has a book out called The Decade That Rocked. It has all kinds of photographs, and if you look in that book, you'll see a picture of me and Ozzy together. And it was from that photograph session when Ozzy was coming back with the Blizzard of Oz, and it was in New York City, and it was like 1980, 81, something like that. And Mark Weiss, the famous photographer, took the picture of Ozzy and I together. And it's actually a quite a well-known photograph, and it floats around all over the place. But it's featured in his book, and that's how I first really met Ozzy, other than meeting him through his music, and then met him a few times after that.
Nice.
That's very cool.
Yeah, very cool, man. Heck yeah. And of course, Ozzy, Randy Rhoads, man. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, well, that's that was a sad story about Randy Rhoads, one of the greatest guitar players ever.
Yep.
And then what happened to him, man. It's like,
yep. Mm-hmm.
What a sad thing. He died way too young.
Mm-hmm. You got that right, man. You got that right, man. Well, you're talking about old school music, man. I always bring this up, man. Like, I love Kansas, man. You like Kansas?
I like Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say they're my favorite.
Right.
As far as bands go, I don't know if they're my top 10, but they could be in my top 100.
I got you. That's all right.
I like all kinds of bands.
Yeah.
In the top 100, you could have, and bands and musicians and artists. You could have Mozart in there in that top 100 and Frankie Yankovic. It's like I have quite a different love for all kinds of music and all kinds of artists.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Well, we just love metal all together here on this show.
Oh, yeah, metal, man. 80s metal. That's my favorite.
Yeah, well, I like metal, and I like, you look at classical music, you know, Beethoven and everything, a lot of his chord structures are very much like some of the heavy riffs we get in metal.
Right.
You know,
Exactly, man.
They always say, who was the first real metal artist? Well, you know, there's a lot of argument there of who, you know, was the first metal artist. But, you know, some say with the Beatles, Helter Skelter was the first big metal song. But you can do metal with all kinds of riffs, you know, like Day Tripper's a heavy duty riff. You know, so you can make that heavier or lighter or whatever.
Right.
It's you know, it's how you perform it.
Right.
Right.
I got you, man. Heck yeah, man.
All right, so there might be a few people watching that might not know your background. And can you just kind of give us a quick review of of who you are and everything for folks that may not know?
Yeah. If you want a quick update, you could check out the movie I Am Thor. I've always been someone who, even as a child, who loved to listen to music, play music, dress up as a superhero. I used to dress up as Superman all the time. I admired guys like Steve Reeves, who was Mr. Universe, who became Hercules in the movies. And then, of course, I also had a love of music. And I admired, you know, when I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, I thought, oh, man, that's like, these guys are amazing. And that's what I wanted to be. And so I would say I'm a visual type of artist, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and in my career, I've appeared in movies. I put out records. This will be my 39th album. This new one, Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of albums.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of creativity. I think I'm a creative guy, and I write a lot of music, and I want to get it out there.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, man. We know your music. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah. Sweet.
And I did watch that documentary about you recently, and I was like really moved by it. Like,
Okay.
I'd kind of seen you in passing before, you know, but when I seen that though, I was like, wow, like I gained like a lot of respect for you, you know, and how you persevered and you keep it going, and I admire the heck out of that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, like that's how life is. Even to this day, I've got all kinds of hurdles I've always got to deal with and hoops to jump through. And if I just let myself, you know, rest for a moment, it seems, you know, I can't control things. Or I get myself in the up shit's creek. You know, it's always in life, right? There's always obstacles, and you just have to overcome them. You have to believe in yourself. Yep. And you have to say, hey, you know, I'm going to accomplish these things I want to accomplish, and work really hard to do so, because there's always someone trying to screw you up somewhere.
Right. Yeah. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. Yeah. I mean, and like you said, that's a lot of albums, man. That's cool as crap, dude, you know? Yeah.
I was saying, if I do 1 million albums and I sell 1 copy each, then I'll be like a millionaire, you know?
There you go.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe that's what me and you guys.
As I saved that dollar, man.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. Well, I got to ask you, man, who's your favorite metal band? Just straight up. Like, if you had the choose.
Metal band straight up? Well, Led Zeppelin, I think.
I got
like,
you.
Straight up. You know, but I have in my top 10, I got Motorhead is in there, you know.
I got you.
You know, which is a different type of metal that's played. It's more of a speed or thrash metal. If you want to put a tag on it, I just like to call everything metal.
Right.
And Led Zeppelin. I'm old school, right? So, I mean, when I was growing up and lifting weights for bodybuilding championships, like I won Mr. Canada, Mr. USA, and Mr. Universe. when I was training for those titles, I would listen to Zeppelin all the time, and it would drive me into a frenzy. I'd start going crazy, and I get an incredible pump from that.
I got you. I got you, man. Like Immigrant Song, you know.
Yeah, you put on Immigrant Song, man, that'll get you pumped.
I hear you, man.
Yeah,
I hear you, brother. Cool, man. Cool. Man, I gotta ask you real quick, man. Were you ever had anything to do with wrestling? Did you make like a wrestling event or anything like that?
So I couldn't hear that one.
Oh, that's okay. Like, were you ever? Did you make an appearance with wrestling? Anything wrestling related?
Oh yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
Up in Vancouver, they had something called All Star Wrestling. It was on television all the time in the early '70s, late '60s, early '70s. And when I won the title of Mr. USA, one of the heads of All Star Wrestling, his name was Sandor Kovacs, said that he would like me to come in as a wrestler. I wrestled in high school and college, right? I did some wrestling. Mm-hmm. So I said, after I would wrestle under the moniker of Mr. USA. So I went on the show, and it was before, WWF. It had its own charm, wrestling at that time. It was just coming of age, I think. And I wrestled against Don Leo Jonathan, Bulldog Brown, Abdullah the Butcher.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember any of those guys.
Yeah.
They were just amazing wrestlers, and they showed me the ropes. And for the short time I was a wrestler, it was great. I loved it.
Heck yeah, man. The reason I brought that up is because my dad remembers you with wrestling. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, up in Canada, it was a big deal. All-Star Wrestling. That was, everybody had their, like in Calgary, there was Stampede Wrestling, and they had their own show down in Seattle too. Pacific Northwest or Pacific Wrestling or whatever it was. But it was great, and now it's a massive enterprise, along with UFC, I guess.
Right.
Big time stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. Heck yeah.
So are you still training these days? Do you still train and everything?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you guys.
That's okay.
Are you still training?
Oh, am I still training?
Yeah.
They're in there somewhere.
I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm still training. Yeah, I have to train. I mean, maybe not as crazy as I did before, but I still have to train. And especially when I got to go out there and do shows. I think things are going to open up pretty soon, and I'll be able to get out there and do some shows.
Sweet.
And I got to be in shape, and I got a movie coming up too.
Wow.
I got a video I'm doing for another video for the album that's coming out, and then I have a movie called Pact of Vengeance, which I'll be starring in or co-starring in with Leo Fong. He was quite big in the days of Bruce Lee, and they're bringing him back for this movie. So it's going to be a high action shoot 'em up, karate, like everybody was gung fu fighting. That's good, man.
That's cool, man.
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, heck yeah. That's sweet. Heck yeah, man.
That's really cool.
Heck yeah.
So you think you're going to be able to ever make it down to around Atlanta this year?
I would love to.
Awesome.
I'd love to come down to Atlanta. As I said, I lived in Charlotte one time, and I wasn't far from Atlanta. I used to come down there quite often. And, hey, maybe we can meet up when I come down there. I hope to do a show there sometime.
That would be really cool.
That would be awesome, brother. That'd be an honor, man.
We never seen you live before, but after watching your documentary and then seeing you all on YouTube and all of that, we've become fans, and we're ready.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, we want to come
see
you.
I appreciate it. And yeah, I'd love to come to Atlanta and do a show.
Sweet.
We'll do I'll bend some steel in Atlanta.
I love it.
Hot molten steel. Yeah.
I hear you, brother. Cool, man. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, dude, I'll tell you, man, hey, what's your favorite foods, man? What do you like to eat?
Oh, well, my favorite foods are hamburgers, but the thing is, I can't eat hamburgers, right? Well, not too much, or else I start gaining a lot of weight. So I got to watch my beautiful figure. Like right now, that new what do they call it? The Big Mac. You know, they say it's so messy when you eat it. Like I can hardly wait to chomp into that. But I know that I can't because it'll just add another 10 pounds. You know, every time each bite, right? So
I got you.
but I really would like to eat that. I'm just gonna kind of starve myself, and then I'm gonna attack that Big Mac. It's supposed to be called the Ultra Big Mac. I don't know. Do you guys have it down there in the U.S.? It just
We
came out
haven't
here.
heard about that one. We
Yeah.
haven't heard of
Okay.
that one.
No,
Yeah,
not that.
it's bigger than the Big Mac, like double the size, right? And I said guaranteed to be messy. So I'll smear it all over my face. Chop into that one.
I hear you. That's cool, man. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man.
Well,
Sweet.
dude, if you come down to Atlanta, we got to take you to the Vortex.
Oh man.
All right. They got
Yeah.
hamburgers there?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's my favorite hamburgers. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a deal. I
Sweet.
can hardly wait to come down there, man. But things are going to open up, you know, and I'll be able to cross the border again. So right now they won't let me cross the border because the Canada-U.S. border's closed.
I
But
got you.
pretty soon I'll be able to do that. We'll get on tour, and we're going to head first right down to Atlanta. That's where I'm heading.
Oh, love it.
All right.
Love it, brother. Sweet, man. Sweet. Oh yeah, we'd love to see you, man. Yeah. Heck yeah. Sweet, man. Heck yeah. Well, dude, what do you like to do, man, in your spare time, man?
I just, you know, I like so many different things. I mean, I read comic books, you know, collect comic books. I'm a real nerd, actually. You know,
Okay.
I like collecting stamps and stuff like that. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just do all kinds of stuff. You know, go for rides. I just have a lot of fun in life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's just a lot of things I like doing, and you know, walking around. You know, so I mean, I'm not like a really crazy guy that I go on my off days like smashing, you know, destroying people's flower beds or
Right.
smashing chairs on top of people, or you're getting into fist fights and things. I'm
Right.
more of a peaceful guy, you know,
Yep.
peace and love, like Ringo Starr, right?
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Uh,
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, and I just enjoy life, man. There's a lot of great things to do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. Sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, as long as you're the Metal Avenger when you need to be.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. Yeah. But when I hit that stage, you're going to see the Metal Avenger, right? When I
There you
go
go.
into a bank, when I go into the bank, I can't bring the hammer and say, "Where's my money? Where's my money?"
I hear you,
You know,
man.
I got to be. I try to keep out of trouble, I guess. You know, so I keep low profile, and,
Yep.
and then, but when I'm on stage, man, behold the hammer, and it comes steel to them.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
It's awesome.
Cool, man. Heck yeah, man.
All right. Now you said you have 39 albums. That is a lot of music. Do you write
is.
most of your music, or is it kind of like a whole band?
No, it's a collaboration with many great, talented writers and musicians. However, I wrote about 80% of it. Right, it's my writing. You know,
Sweet.
I very seldom will do a cover song.
Mhm.
I don't really do cover songs. You know, it's mainly original music.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I love original. Yeah. Sweet. Heck yeah.
Wow. So who's in your band right now?
Oh, I got a tremendous lineup, just tremendous. Ted Jedlicki, John Leibel, Kevin Stewart Swain, who also co-produced the new album Alliance with me, Tom Croxton, Matt Hamilton, Rick Fabio. These are the core musicians. And of course, with the album Alliance, you're going to see a lot of super guests. You know, John Gallagher from Raven, Ross the Boss, who played in Manowar. There's Chris Holmes, you know, from Wasp.
Wasp.
On and on. Just amazing artists that have, you know, come forth and guested on this new record.
Nice, nice. Heck yeah. Damn. Sweet.
That's something.
I hope you guys will enjoy the record, you know. Has the PR firm sent you a copy?
Cool.
The PR firm should be sending you a copy. You know.
Oh, man, that's an
that's
an honor, man. Yeah. Thank you.
You tell them that Thor said send you guys a copy. Yeah.
Oh man, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I think you'll think you'll like it. It's you know, it's I think one of my best ones. If I retire tomorrow, you know, at least, and this is my last album, I can at least go out in style. You know, and I can say that this was probably one of my best albums I ever did. You know, starting off with albums back many years ago, like Muscle Rock, Keep the Dogs Away, and those albums from the 60s and 70s, right. I can say Alliance in the year 2021, you know, to the stars and beyond.
Yeah, there you go, brother. I hear you, man.
And then I'm out of here, you know, like, and I can say, you know, I mean, I would put Alliance in a time capsule that they could open up 500 years from now. And I'd like to see if they would like it, you know?
Yep.
I understand.
Absolutely, man. Sweet. Well, man, I'll tell you what, brother. I'm an 80s metal guy. Like, I'm a thrash guy, you know, Metallica and Slayer and all that. Like, who have you, Yeah, who have you run into, man, live? You know what I mean? Like, you've run into any of them heavy dudes, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm talking, you know, Lars from Metallica. You know, I've got from Kiss. I've met up with Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons. I mean, I'm talking, you know, I guess, you know, those kind of guys stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome, man. That's cool right there. Yeah. Metallica was my favorite for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, Metallica. Well, you know, back in when I was rehearsing in New York in early 1980s, we rehearsed in Queens, New York, and Metallica was right next door to us rehearsing.
Wow.
Back before they did Ride the Lightning, you know, it's a long time ago. And look at all, you know, all the things that have happened in all those years, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Sweet. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man.
Thank you guys, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
All right, so are you doing your music in a professional studio, or are you kind of doing it at home now?
No, I go to a professional studio, although everything is sent in around the world. All the musicians send their stuff in by Dropbox, and we download it or we transfer. We couldn't do this 30 years ago. You know, they send it, and we're able to, you know, download it here, and then, you know, and I sing on it or whatever, you know, or we do bed tracks in Vancouver, and other people, we send them out, you know, so other people can sing on them or play on them and send them back. It's amazing. It's like this tremendous network that's a matrix that's going on, and things are being sent back and forth, you know.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I love that stuff. Yeah.
Just so you know, my battery is empty. My phone will shut down in 30 seconds. So
okay, brother.
Yeah.
Well, it was an honor to have you, brother. An honor, man.
Oh, an honor. Thank you so much for.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. And I hope
thank
to see you in Atlanta sometime very soon.
Sounds great,
Awesome.
brother. All right, man.
Yeah.
Have a great one. Thank
Rock
you, man.
on.
All right, brother.
All right.
See ya.
All right, man. The Henry Kern Show would like to thank our friends. Cruise Effects. Slip Trick Records. Pick World Guitar Picks.
And of course, Nebulous Music Studios in Royston, Georgia.